Your certificates are just a bunch of papers without any skill to back it up. Not everyone that goes to school becomes successful, although we have been told that education is the key to success. That is quite right, but not always. Hi guys, my name is Adekunle and you're welcome back to Himax Tech channel. So if you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icon to receive fresh updates on our basic tech tips and hacks and also Excel data analytics tips. So let's dive into the order of the day. So about the skills. So if I'm going to tell my story about how I grew in the course of my education. So I wasn't an average person in school. I wasn't an average person in school. Even in my primary school days, first, second, third, and all of that, my secondary school, at least, I was still not that at the top, but also one of the class toppers. So, but at a point, I was unable to even get a degree, to get into the university. Not because I wasn't brilliant. I do pass my JAMB and post JAMB. I did my JAMB. I think I did JAMB like 7 or 8 times, and I still did not get into the university. And I see a whole lot of people, a whole lot of my classmates that are not even out, they don't even know half of what I know, already graduated. But this is me struggling, and that is because I said I want nothing less than a federal university. But unfortunately, I was unable to get enrolled. In fact, at a point, my sister even told me then that I should enroll into a polytechnic. But I said, no, this is what I want. But after a whole lot of trials, and I said, man, when I got tired of staying at home, so I had no choice than to just opt for one to a marine school in Delta State. After finishing, in fact, I even finished there as the best graduating student. But that wasn't what I really want to do. After I finished there, I still had to apply for JAMB again. I think like twice or even 3 times, but was still not successful. And that was how I had to further myself by going to uni, like doing DLI. But in the course of me looking for admission, 2006, I started learning this computer. Then computer training was really not much. I think it was one of the hotcakes. There was no coding program and all of that. So, but I was very, very interested in doing computer science. But I love because I love computers since I was small. So I started learning doing this computer engineering, and we were also doing desktop publishing. But I wasn't doing desktop publishing, but it was just computer engineering, how to repair computers. Then laptops were not even rampant then. Only few people have laptop, and anyone you see that laptop with, then that person is a big man. So I started learning, repairing computers and all. But I was putting my eye on the desktop publishing students in that computer school, and I was looking at what they were doing. I was more interested in everything there, not only on the computer engineering stuff that I was doing. So what am I trying to pull out here? In the course of my learning, because of the zeal that I had for that, I was able to scale through and even know it better. In the course of 6 months, what I was able to know in all this Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, Access, Excel, and all within the space of 6 months was amazing. It was because of the zeal that I had. And I put in a lot of energy. Even those that were there, that were other students, could not even match what I do. At the point I was being used, like I was repairing system, I was also doing printing, typing, sent to schools to go and type exam questions and all of that without getting paid for it. But I know I learned a whole lot. That most of the things that I even learned there, 95% of them were things that I had to discover myself. Nobody taught me. I can just be on the system and start, disturbing the whole application, open this, just do a whole lot of trial and error until I get a lot of things right. After that, I started the school that I went to. I think that was where I started doing projects because I love making research a lot. I started writing projects for a lot of students. In fact, there was a time that I did projects for in the school that I did like 100 projects under the space of less than 3 months, different topics. And I was able to do that because I do a lot of research, I do a lot of assignments, and this is me having just ND. I don't have any certificate, and I'm writing projects for students that were in BSc student, HND student, ND student, and I was only an ND holder. That is to tell you that I don't have any certificates, but I have everything in me. I have it upstairs, but I don't have it in paper. And I have a whole lot of people that relied on me to be able to do most of this stuff. So it was not an easy journey, but I was able to dedicate everything that I had to do. Then it was later on I started my degree program in Unilag, and I finished my degree program in economics. So, but before then, it's made everything even much more easier. So looking at the whole thing, it's really not easy, but mastering your skills, all the skills that I have gathered. In fact, in the course of these years, there are some companies that I worked without this, although I wasn't given a good position. But when some of my bosses see the things that I could do, they were very surprised that, okay, where did you learn this from? Knowing the work ethics, knowing so many other stuff that it's not to take myself high, but knowing a lot of things that graduates, even some graduates, could not even do. And I was able to excel at them. And they give me a new task that I don't know anything about. I quickly go to make research about it, and I deliver very well. To the point that even there was a place I worked, my place of work, when I started, I applied as an handy holder before I graduated. And I was told that I was the first handy holder that would be employed. If I have not mastered most of the skills and trained myself with it, none of this would have been possible. So anybody can do it. Anybody can get anywhere. So skills are way more important than just stacking up certificates. And I've seen a lot of people, there are some people that just to boast their head good, oh, I have masters, I have PhD. I'm not saying it's bad, it's not, because I also want to have all these degrees, because in between all this period I was doing, because I've done a lot of tech programs, I've done a lot of certifications, and it's not everything that I am a master at. But my point is that I just don't want to be master of having papers that we call certificates, and I'm not able to apply all those skills in them. So it is important that we always put in the work and apply everything instead of just having certificate. I'll always say something. I'd rather know something without having a certificate. So when the time comes, I might do a certification exam for it. Yes, I might do a certification exam for it and then get certified. It will be easy for me to even pass the certification exam because I have done the practical stuff. It will be much more easier because of the practical stuff that I've done in it, and I've mastered a whole lot of things there, than me just coming out for the first time because all for the sake of just having the certificates to boost my ego, so that when people ask me, oh, I have this, I have that, I have ICANN, I have this, I have that. No, that is not the purpose. It is not just to pass exams, but to excel. So let us improve our skills. Let us focus on more skills than certificates. And also, if you are even looking for a way to master your skills, there are so many resources online, especially on this YouTube. There are so many resources online that are free. There are so many free programs that even some organizations are ready to even pay you while you're learning. If you make your research, you will get them. Most of the certifications that I had today, all my coding programs that I did data science, data analytics, web development. I didn't pay a kobo. I didn't pay a dime for it. It was sponsored by some organizations, and that was because I was able to make research and make friends with people in that line. So you can get anywhere without without certificates, without your degree, even with your ND. I've seen people who are just ND holders, but because of the skills they have, the money they amass, because they work from home, they're into tech. And some, you don't even necessarily, in tech does not necessarily mean you have to code. No, it doesn't mean you have to code. There are so many non-code courses that you can do. There's project management, there is Salesforce, there is virtual assistant, and there is a whole lot of them. So let us prioritize mastering our skills. Even if you don't have the money for any, don't stop waiting for money. You can get resources online. Go to YouTube, go to so many other, there is a Listen, go to Coursera. And on Coursera, you can do some courses without having the certificates. That's the truth. You can do some courses without having a certificate. You won't just get a certificate. If you have the money for the certificate, fine. But if you don't have it, have the skills first and let it be in you. So when you have the money to pay for it, then you can later pay for it if you have, or in any other certification courses. So let's prioritize this. And I hope that this is going to help someone else there to be able to start what they would want to start. So you can start that thing right now. Start looking for videos. If you have data and you can be watching YouTube for a very long time, or you can be watching your Facebook, scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all that. Trust me, you have the opportunity. You are the one I'm talking to. You have the opportunity to be able to master any skill. All you just need is your laptop. Yes, as long as you have laptop. The only thing that might hinder you is your laptop. Yes, as long as you have a laptop, trust me, you can learn anything you want to, and you have your data. So stop waiting for money for certification courses. Just make a research and look for that program that you need to do. Trust me, it's going to help you. That is what helped me. Nobody helped me with any money. When I was in the Marine School that I went to in Delta State, I never had any kobo to start. In fact, it was the final semester. There was no money to pay my school fees. There was no money to even eat. What I did was I borrowed one of my classmates' laptop. I remember he's an Hausa guy. He only uses it to watch movies. So I just collected it from the guy and I told him, okay, that I will be giving him something. So I collected it from him. I told my classmates that, okay, if you want to type your projects, and some of them came with some projects that are already done. So I typed for somebody, for one of my classmates, within a day, because I was very, very fast with my typing skills. And the next day I gave it to him that I'm done, it's well formatted and arranged. He was surprised. He started advertising for everyone, other person in the school, and they all knew that, okay, I'm good with my computer skills. And that was how every other person started coming to me and then giving me. And sometimes when I even say that, okay, this project is not, you didn't do this well, this is not well done, they will tell me, okay, can you help me do it? Then that was how I started, and I started gathering money until I called my sister in Lagos that, oh, I need a system, I need a printer, and that was how I started. If I don't have those skills, how will I be able to make that money? I was able to pay my school fees and I was able to feed myself. In fact, it got to a point I stopped collecting some jobs. Yes, I stopped collecting some jobs from a lot of people in school because there was no time and they loved my job. So if you did not master your skills, trust me, it's going to be hard. It wasn't an easy journey. I must tell you, it wasn't easy. But with your resilience, if you're very resilient enough and you have the grit to make sure that, okay, you want to master this skill, and if you're determined that this is what I want to do, especially in this world, this internet era, where there are so many resources online, and this time I was even talking about there are limited resources online. Not now that, in fact, there are surplus, more than surplus that you can feed on, that you can use to make money. So let us make most out of these things. The little that we have can be used to create more values. It can be used to create more values. So, and I hope this one helps someone out there. And I hope you're going to start doing that right now. Right now. So, if you enjoyed this, so please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and you can make a comment as well. And also turn on the notification bell icon, because I'm going to be giving you a whole lot of tips on basic tech hacks and tips, and also on Excel, especially Excel for data analytics, and also I'm going to be coming up with Power BI, SQL, and some Python stuff, and so many other basic tech hack and tips. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell icon, and stay tuned for the next. So see you on the next one.